Right back at you.
I did. Can you hear me now? It was green, but it didn't click. All right. What I tried to say is please make sure that your cell phones are silenced as we go into meditation. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to those of you who are here in the sanctuary and to those of you who are online. I'm Sharon Tice, and I'm your practitioner of the day. So to begin, sit with your eyes closed or keep a soft gaze. Relax your body into your chair. Release any areas of tension and concentrate on slow, even, calming breathing. Feel the power of love entering through your crown chakra and flowing through your body down to your feet and into the floor and into the ground below you. Let us begin with the words of Margaret B. Moss, who stated, "I believe in the power of kindness, patience, and the tenacity of love, that no problem is so big that it should cause people to hurt each other. I believe in the beauty of field flowers, beads of rain on the morning grass, and the light in the faces of people. I believe in the power of imagination, hope, and hard work to create miracles. According to Papa G, the purpose of life is to be at peace, to love all beings, and to know who you are. Allow yourself to emanate peace and love to all you encounter. Stay centered in your heart. Live from a place of divine love. And as you begin to get ready to return to the room, and before opening your eyes, spend these last few moments breathing into your heart. Open your heart to your own place within the divine and let yourself feel the beauty of your own self, as your true self is beautiful, creative, and full of love. Bless this day with peace and love. Namaste.
I stole that. You know where it's from? Listen to this. You know what it is? I'll give you. I don't. Here's where I know it from. I'll give you a hint. Hey, Dad, do you want to play catch? It's from Field of Dreams. Every time anything magic happened, that was the thing. Tom Cameron, was that you? What's up, my brother? Good. we're totally golden. All right. We're gonna go over there.
Well, hello. Welcome and good morning on this Sunday dog day of summer. Is this on? Yeah. Wherever you are at this moment. Well, I got them all in there. I got hello, welcome, and good morning. My name is Kathleen, and I have several announcements for you. Some are reminders, and some are new. First off, on the front of your Sunday program, there is a note. Reverend Kath and Reverend Tracy will be doing a dialogue on Sunday, the 24th, which is next Sunday. Reverend Kath wants to know what questions you might have that you would like Reverend Tracy to answer. If you have questions, please jot them down and then put them in the basket out in the lobby. If you arrive late, excuse me, for the pre-service meditation, please walk down the hall outside this wall to this door and enter this door. It's less distractive. Today after service, you are invited to join in the taco fiesta in Sibley Hall from 11:30 to 12:30. It promises to be muy bien. That's the limit of my Spanish language that I got in college. On September the 23rd, next Saturday evening from 5:30 to 7:30, morning frog, please join all of us again for a delicious homemade spaghetti dinner. Yes, Jackson. Sponsored by the Practitioner Corps. The love offering is $10. The wine is extra. You buy the glass, and then you fill it with wine. That's the point. We're not selling wine, we're selling glasses, and we're filling them with wine. There will be a potluck dessert contest, and the prizes will be for the tastiest, the most gluten-free dessert, vegan dessert, the best dessert, and there's a raffle. So put your aprons on, bakers, and your hats, and get busy. The raffle will be taking place with the dinner. Tickets are on sale for the two upcoming concerts on October the 7th and the Zapatapus on October the 28th, the Karen Drucker concert. Buy your tickets early so that you don't miss either one of them. And since I've announced these for the last several weeks, if you have questions, please see Jackson or Sabrina for each of the concerts. And today, Dr. Carmen Smith is our guest speaker, and Dr. John Haas is our service leader. As I mentioned earlier, on Sunday, September the 24th, both Reverend Kath and Reverend Tracy will conduct a dialogue during the service. That's where your questions come in. Then on October the 1st, both reverends will be revving it up. You'll want to be here to witness what all this revving is about. And the passing of the torch, so to speak, will take place with a goodbye thank you brunch after service in Sibley Hall. So I've come to the end of bending your ear long enough, and I'm going to ask Jackson to come over and say something, and please take a look at the...
Can I just stay over here?
Sure. Wherever you're comfortable.
I'm so cozy right over here. Just a little plug for this band, Zapatapus. I'm going to tell them that if they don't make it to the big time, it's because of this dang name that no one can say. I'll be like, can we change this?
Good idea.
I'll throw that their way and see what they say.
It's catchy, though.
Apparently so. Anyway, they're a great band. They're going to be here on the 7th. I think 7 o'clock showtime. Tickets are available after service today if you want to grab them. Hey, I got an idea. You're saying to yourself, Zeppopotopus, what is that? I'm not sure I want to see that. So can we show them just a little, just a short sample? Look, actually, let me say one thing. And what I really, like my mother would say, I'm like a broken record because I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Shout out to Maybell. Hey, they're really excited about this because, as I've said before, they usually just play the music and that's it. But in this venue, for this event, the lead singer between each song is going to talk some about the lyrics and what some of the source of the lyrics were for Robert Plant, who wrote the lyrics. And so he's excited about getting behind the music and talking about the message behind some of the songs. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's show him a clip of Zeppopotopus, shall we? Let's do it. And go.
Made up my mind, make a new start. Going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair.
That's good. They're good, and I promise you, I don't know if that was filmed on a boat that was sinking or what. I'm not sure. It's pretty tipsy, but anyway. So that's a sample of the band. That's it. That's all I got.
We have our 2 tickets.
Oh, 2 down. 2 are gone.
Thank you, Jackson.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
So many
nice.
ways to attend.
so with all of that, have a most fabulous day. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sharon Tice. I'm your practitioner of the day. And so let us begin by going into prayer. For what I know is we are here this morning to reflect upon and rejoice. We're here this morning to reflect upon and rejoice in the love and peace and joy of the one who is known throughout this world and beyond, one who's known by so many names. It is the only, the all, the one mind, the first cause. There is nothing outside of this one, and all things are a part of it. The sky, the stars, this earth and all of its inhabitants, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, to all people, including everyone here today in the sanctuary and everyone online. We are blessed by this presence as we meet here this morning, as we meet here in love and fellowship. And so let us be thankful for this service, for what we learn here this morning, and for the fellowship that we have with all others. And so it is.
This is an Eddie Watkins song. It's called All Is Well. And I once heard someone say, is this song called All Is Well? And so I get that, because sometimes it's hard to believe that. It's hard to know that all is well. And that's where the practice comes in, the faith comes in. And so this song is like, when they said, the doctor said, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. This song is like one of those. Like if you just use this song during the week and sing it to yourself, you're doubting that all is well. And I think we've all had enough examples where we thought things were not well, and then it turned out they were super well. So this song is to remind us of all that. I love that. Goes like this. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare a freedom from yesterday's mistakes of the past. Well, today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel so good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should. I can't change my reality by changing my mind. A perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and it's mine. I am blessed, and so are you. And don't it feel so good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Well, all is well. All is well. The divine spirit is directing me right now. Well, all is well. All is well. All is well and unfolding as it should. Well, I am cloaked in the spirit. I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I'm blessed, and so are you. And don't it feel so good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Well, all is well. All is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. Well, all is well. Say what? All is well. We're gonna say it again. All is well. We're gonna say that again. All is well. So my hearing's damaged. All is well and unfolding as it should. Jazz hands. All is well and unfolding as it should.
All right. I usually don't should, but that was a good one to should. We shall, indeed. Thank you for that great music and welcome this morning here in the sanctuary for the service and those of you that are joining us from whenever or wherever you might online in the great beyond. So good morning. My name is John Haas, and it's time to be service leader today, and I'm glad to be here with you all. Yay. And there's a lot of things happening in the world, as you noticed. We have all sorts of stuff out there that we're going to be bidding on. We have a spaghetti dinner coming up. And today, the second day of the new year, 5,784. It's a lot of numbers. Last year was a prime year, 5783, but that's for geeks. And normally they have a blessing where it says goodbye to the curses of last year and welcome to the blessings of the new year. So let us know that this new year is indeed unfolding and all is well. Shana Tova, which means good year. So that's a great thing to remember as well. It's a lot easier than the longer one, which I can't pronounce, which reckons it's not just a good year, it's a good new year for everyone. The other thing that I want to remind us about is it's going to be a sunny day today, the last Sunday of summer 2023, and very soon the fall equinox will be upon us. And now don't worry, it's happening Friday night right around midnight for us. So if you're out howling at the moon this Friday, It's going to be waxing full, be about a quarter of a moon, because new moonth is when we start the new year according to the teaching. So we can be aware that, in fact, the days are getting shorter. So that's a good thing because it gives us time to rest. So here we like to remember that we provide tools to change your life, change your thinking, and create a better life for everyone around you, starting with yourself. So if there's something on your mind, in the back of the seat in front of you, there's a little multicolored card. I can't remember the card color these days, but you can write in your prayer request and put it out there in the prayer request box, and we'll pray on that for a week. After service, you can come up and have a 3-minute miracle. And you can, of course, contact us all, the practitioners. We have 8 of us, strong, ready to serve you. Just give us a call. Send us an email, first name at cslprescott.org. We've made it a lot easier to find us. But we know that there are many ways to kneel and kiss the ground. And so we have a candlelighting service that we do every time we gather, because the Center for Spiritual Living honors all faith traditions. As we light a candle for the world's religions, it is to acknowledge both our multiplicity and our unity.
The path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within.
For Islam, the practice of submitting to the will of God as revealed to his prophets, peace be upon them, who taught that there is one God, creator of the heaven and the earth.
For Judaism, a community of shared laws, traditions, and family ties, which began with the covenant between Abraham and God.
For Buddhism, the middle path that ends suffering and awakens mindfulness and compassion.
For Hinduism, the path of knowledge, action, and devotion.
For all the Native American traditions and those who walk the Good Red Road, including the people of the sun, known locally as the Yavapai.
For Baha'i, the path of unity and peace.
For the goddess traditions in all of us, embracing the divine feminine as maiden, mother, and crone, or wisdom keeper.
And for science of mind, which is the philosophy of life that teaches that there is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it.
Thank you. And so we can add our own voice to that with our statement, we are here for God. Our purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything we do. The good we seek for ourselves is what we desire for all people everywhere.
This is a Darius Lux song. Sing along. So many choices in the world today. Too many things will blow your mind. And if you're needing just a simple truth to see you on your way, remember, we choose love. Choose love. You choose love. And keep on shining a light. Choose love. Choose love. You choose love. And keep on shining a light.
love. Life is a game that we're all free to play. You can let it down, let it breathe. And if you're looking for a simple song to sing along the way, together choose love. Choose love. You choose love and keep on shining a light. Choose love. You choose love. You choose love and keep on shining a light. Choose love. 'Cause only love can move the mountains. Only love can lead the way. Love is always forgiveness. Make that choice right here today. And choose love. Choose love. Choose love and keep on shining a light. Choose love. Choose love. I'll choose love and keep on shining a light. I choose love. I choose love. Choose love and keep on shining a light. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love and keep on shining a light. Choose love.
So as we go into our our in-service meditation, let's remember, always, always, always choose love. So relax into your chair, close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. Release any areas of tension that you might feel. Now, imagine a doorway to a beautiful garden. Step through the gate and enter into the garden of love and serenity. And there find the love in your heart for yourself and for all others. Know that your power is love. And as you open your eyes and return to the room, remember to bless your day with peace, love, and kindness. Namaste.
And part of the blessing is our soloist today. He is a fixture now in the Prescott music scene. You can find him playing all over town. Recently at, what do they call that? Red, white, and what?
Red, white, and brew.
Oh, I see what they did there, too. Anyway, we have him here today. You can find out where he's playing on Facebook if you want to look him up. We have him here this morning. This is Eric Hermstead, everybody.
Hi there. Thanks for having me back here. It's always so peaceful. Other places, not so much. This is wonderful. This is just another song to remind us about where we are, who we are, how we can think, and really be present with ourselves. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I'll watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. That was a great segue. What a wonderful world. And today we have as our speaker Reverend Dr. Carmen Smith, and I'm up here shamelessly plugging her new book, or maybe not so new, but it's one that so speaks to us because, look, I am. And so today she's going to be talking about I am love and all sorts of things associated with that. Give it up for Reverend Dr. Carmen Smith.
Thank you. I carried my purse up here, but I'm not going anywhere. I am just staying right here. So let me take you all in. Hi. Hi. Oh, it's good to see you guys. Hi, sweeties. I just love being here. And my topic today is love is a choice. Now, that is a really weird topic, especially since we're in church and we're talking about love and we live love and we know that we are loved. So let me do a caveat to that. I believe that there are about 4 stages to love, and that's where choice comes in. The first stage is we started out as spirit, in this wonderful heaven space, and we were God beings, and we wanted to come down here. And the one ad said that we needed to come down here to be love. And we said, well, yeah, that's what we are. That's a no-brainer. I can be love. We are love. Then we came down here to this earth plane, and some people call it 3D. And what happened was fear was introduced. So there are two energies, fear and love. And so now we think we have a choice, but we're programmed to be fearful. That's right. You're brainwashed into thinking that fear is real and we have to react to it. And when we react to it, we create certain things in our life. And then when we create certain things in our life, it becomes a pattern. And we think that's the way life is. And we forgot about love. So there are a lot of people on our planet that don't know that love is the reality, the true reality. And so they're always reacting out of fear. So do they have a choice to love? Well, not if you forget who you are, that you're loved. Remember, you started out as love. Now you're brainwashed to think that fear is all there is. So do you really know that there's a choice? You only know that there's a choice when somebody loving comes into your life and reminds you who you are. But until then, you think fear is real. And so you're always reacting out of fear. And so I'm making that caveat. First, we know we're love. Second, we think we're fear. And then the third is the people that have heard about fear, that have had maybe loving people in their life, but they still are in this duality of fear and love. And so that they know there's a choice, but oftentimes they'll override it with their emotions and the situation. So they do have a choice, but it's a hard choice sometimes. And you go in and out of it, kind of like you phase in and you phase out. You're not consistent. And then there's the fourth phase. The fourth phase is when you remember. You know your love. And there's nothing that can take you out of it. So you're not phasing in, you're not phasing out. Doesn't matter what situation is going on. Doesn't matter what rude person you run across or hateful. You know who you are. And when you know, you can see it in the hateful person, who they are. Now that's Christy, right? I mean, that is going towards the Jesus, the Buddha, all of that, right? So you're saying, well, you know, I'm a human. You know, I'm not like that. Well, I'm here to tell you, you've always been like that since the beginning, because we started out as love, pure love. That's who we are. And then we got hoodwinked, as Malcolm X says, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray. We were sold a thing of goods, right? And it wasn't good. So now we have to decide which of that four are we. And I tend to think that you're probably 3 or 4. Phasing in, depending on the situation, depending on the family member that's acting out of line. Then we phase back out. It's Sunday. We're going to put on a happy face. We're going to be love. We're going to choose love. And we feel good. We get in traffic. We phase out again. So we might be a little bit of the phasers in 3 or 4. I want to show you this slide, this first slide here. And I love this because it really breaks it down really easily. It says, fear brings illusions. Illusions bring doubt. Doubt brings confusion. And confusion brings fear. Thus, the cycle of darkness regenerates itself. It's like we phase in. We get doubtful of who we are, and then we phase out again, and that's fear. But I will tell you that we can really actually be consistent with love. So peace brings stillness. Stillness brings knowing. Knowing brings truth. What is the truth? Well, truth brings freedom. Freedom brings joy. And joy brings love. Love brings peace. And so it is, we grow in light. And so I brought a prop today because I like props, and props can help us. I'm a visual learner, so I've got to see what people are talking about. And I love this thing. This is a kid's toy that I ran across, and I was like, if you're reacting in fear, you're going to think, well, I'm just going to react in fear. Well, something else pops up that you're afraid of. And then you've got to, well, I can't do, and then what's going on? Why is the world just so crazy? I'm just trying my best, and these things are just keep happening and coming up. It's like one of those games in the circus where you just pound the thing and it comes right back up again, because that's a pattern. Did you know fear generates a pattern in your life? That when you think that the other shoe is going to drop, it will, because you already said it was going to, and the universe says, well, so it is. And so you think you're doing, and I'm doing this, and I went to church, and this is still happening, and I prayed for this, and why? Well, you're giving that energy of fear and doubt and all of that stuff that creates a pattern. And so there's no wonder that these things keep popping up. So what is the answer? Not to be fearful? Well, it's to remember that you are love, and in the love frequency, things turn out a little differently, but you have to set an intention. You know what an intention is? An intention practice that I love is that you wake up in the morning and you say, I can't wait to see what good is going to show up. Now, is that a different frequency? That is such a different frequency than, oh my goodness, not another day. What's going to happen this time? Now, you can feel that energy, right? That's going to generate something. So all I'm saying is that this magical place that we're living in, we can choose an intention of love, light, and peace, and that's going to give us a pattern of that. So I want to show you this clip that really, really hones this in, because once again, I'm a visual learner. And see if you can see what this person is doing.
Morning, everybody. Let's get started. Kenny?
At 7, I'm going to throw your newspaper into the bushes.
Can you make it 7:30 when the sprinklers come on?
Done.
At
10:45, I'll let you know that a computer virus totally wiped out your hard drive.
Terrific. Janine?
On your way to the client presentation, you're going to blow a tire and have to walk across town to get there.
Will it be raining?
Hard.
Great. Becky, anything to add? You're still going to be giving me the silent treatment for no apparent reason. Awesome. Good thing I had my orange juice.
Take on the day with the natural goodness of 100% pure Florida
Now,
orange
the reason I love that, is that hysterical? And it goes against what we are trained to do. We're trained to react to every situation as if it's like tragic. And what I'm saying is that when you do, your emotions, which is energy in motion, will create the next crazy thing in your life. What this demonstrates is that you don't have to react. You can respond. How do you respond? With the intention that you set that day. If the intention is nothing is going to steal my joy, and you're going to keep your joy, then those things that you thought were going to wreck your joy, they're not going to, because you've already set the intention. In other words, do you see you're not phasing in and you're not phasing out based on situations, based on events. So that demonstration is a spiritual practice. It's not going to happen overnight, because you're still going to be reactive. You're still going to have your triggers. Somebody is not going to act a certain way based on your expectation, but it should not take you out of your intention, which is to create joy, to be love, to remember who you are. Situations are designed, we are programmed to be taken out of joy and love. Why do you think that is? Because that's where we're most powerful. That's where our most creative energy is. That is the energy that changes the world. Let me give you another example. By the same token that I can have energy that is so destructive and so angry, and I made those patterns, I can create joyful energy and shift my reality. In Sedona, we call it portal jumping. I'm not going to go there with you into the 5D ascension, but I am telling you in a simple way that that's how you shift your perspective. Now, that was a therapist term, shifting your perspective, changing your perspective. It's the same thing. You can change your reality by having a joyful intention. Joy pops up. Oh, I didn't expect that. That was really great. Isn't life wonderful? Another great thing happens. And then your friends will say, well, I'm going to follow you around. And then you say, yes, follow me around, because you will see that I am attracting wonderful things in my life. And it'll seem like magic. And it is. Now, let me give you another example of this, because I love these. So here's another slide, another video.
Morning, guys. What's on the agenda?
At 9:27, I'm going to give you a ticket the second your meter expires.
Sweet. Professor.
I'm moving your 10:15 class way across campus.
Making me sprint to be on time.
You can try.
Kevin.
I'll spend our entire 1 o'clock lab texting my girlfriend.
Will I do all the work?
What?
Amazing. And my illegally parked car?
You'll show up just as I'm towing it away.
I'll probably run after you yelling stop.
And I'll keep driving.
Perfect. Good thing I have my orange juice.
Just not your car.
Take on the day with the natural goodness of 100% pure Florida orange juice.
I love those. Aren't those funny? But I want you to really get the lesson that when something is confronted to you, one of the spiritual practices that I used to do was I would say, oh, that's good stuff. So when that guy is saying, yeah, I'll tow your car away and you'll go running it, I would be like, oh, that's good stuff. Because my attitude is going to dictate the next thing that happens. That's how powerful we are. So there is this energy that you've heard about. It's called chi. This energy is invisible, but it's there. It is reacting off the energy of our thoughts and our intention. So based on our intention, we are dictating the next thing that happens. That's why one person can have a magical life and another person can be really struggling because they don't realize how powerful their thoughts are. Not only do they affect situations, but they affect people. And you've heard this before. The boss yells at you. You go home, yell at the wife or the husband. The husband yells at the kids kick the dog chases the cat. This energy is real. And we know it affects people and it affects situations. That's how powerful we are. So is love a choice? Not for those who know this. It's not a choice. It is who I am. It is who you are. And when I recognize that, then my thoughts begin to align. My power begins to concentrate. And now I'm able to create wonderful situations in my life, but not only that, I'm able to be an example of love to the number twos. Remember the number twos, the level twos? All they know is fear. All they know is struggle. They've forgotten who they are. They've been programmed so deeply to think that fear is real. Now you become an example, like Jesus, like Buddha, like any lighthouse. You are there to light the way and to show what is possible. With this energy, anything is possible. Now, one of the things that we know, especially because of the pandemic and things that are going haywire in the world, it's because people don't know about conscious or collective consciousness. Collective consciousness is when everything is going really good in your life, and all of a sudden you're like, I haven't watched the news, but I'm feeling this anxiety. There's something's going on. What is that? We're all connected, you see. We're all entangled because of physics. Remember that invisible energy? We're all connected. And so when society is having one of those moments, that is when it's like this. It's like, I'll give you an example. When they talk about race and they say this race is bad and this race is good, it's like this. You're punching this down so that this can be stood up, but it affects everybody. It affects chaos. This is chaos, by the way. When it's like this, because we're all connected, you can't push somebody else down and not be affected yourself. We're all connected. So this is collective chaos, collective consciousness. The only way to transmute that, to change that, is remember that love, creative energy? That's creative. Fear is destructive. So on the news, you'll hear a lot of destructive stuff. This is engineered chaos for us to stay disempowered. The only way that we cannot feed into that is what? To remember who we are. We are love itself. We are powerful God beings. That's who we are. And so what do? Well, to correct this chaos, it's not to say one group is bad and one group is good. That's all chaos. One goes down, one goes up temporarily. It's an illusion. The only way is for everybody to come up. How do you do that? Well, you have to do the inner work. You have to go do the inner work. And once you do the inner work, then everybody rises. And you don't have to rise before I do. In other words, I don't have to say to you, well, you be more loving. You straighten up. No, this is our inner work. When I do my inner work, we're all connected. That helps you rise. Do you see? Nobody is down now. Everybody remembers who they are because we started out this way. We're just love. We're just love twinklers. That's what we are. We're so precious. And then we come down here, we forget who we are, and we're introduced to fear. And then we are introduced to love, but then we fade in and out based on situations, based on our car tire blowing out. And boy, that just ruins 3 months of love. And then we recognize who we are. We're just love itself. And then there's no choice. That's just who you are. And you become a lighthouse. Let me tell you that now on this planet, we need you. We need you instead of fading in and out based on situations, based on somebody's behavior, based on the news. We need to be strong in knowing who we are and confident and stand in it. Love no matter what. Love is not a choice at that point. Everything revolves around love. And that's how the world goes back to the beginning, heaven on earth. Let's take a deep breath. Let's breathe that knowing in, knowing who we are. Oh, that's so peaceful right there. I don't have to be anything else but my authentic self. I don't have to speak anything else but loving thoughts, because that's the truth. I don't have to search for the truth. The truth is me and is all of us. There's only one. We're all connected. We're all divine. We are all light beings. Pure light. Let's take a deep breath. I also know that situations may try to pull me out of my knowing, my trusting. But I am more powerful than any situation outside of me. As I breathe that knowing in, I recognize that to shift my perspective, I need to see the truth. I need to be the truth. And I need to shine the truth. The I am presence is in us, shows up as us, and we are the example of heaven on earth. As I breathe in that knowing, I let my light shine, not based on circumstances, but based on my DNA and who I know myself to be, and not just me, but everyone. I let this truth be so, and so it is. No.
And now if you'll join and let that love that we've just heard about, that love that for us might not be a choice, we are love. So let it wash right over us.
Where we let the love wash over us. Let it be. Let it wash
And now is a time for us to know our blessings and to give of our talent and treasure. And so we say together, and if you have an offering today, you can put your hand over your heart, or if you don't, or you give online with Breeze, and if you're out in the great beyond, you can give it to us by text, by this, and get a great blessing. So we say together, divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you. And thank you, Eric, for coming back up and blessing us with your music.
Now, I want you to imagine that you're in the house that is love, that knows you are love. And sometimes you need to tell somebody else, like, hey, I know things are bad. Come on. Come on up here.
When the moon is broken and the sky is cracked, come on up to the house. All you see is all you lack. Come on up to the house. All you crying won't do no good. Come on up to the house. Can you do what you should? Gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world's not my home, I'm passing through. Gotta come on up to the house. Tunnel, no irons in the fire. Come on up to the house. You're singing lead soprano in a junk man's choir. You gotta come on up to the house. You're high on top of a mountain of woe. Come on up to the house. But you can't let go. You've got to come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world's not my home, I'm passing through. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. You've got to come on up to the house. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we have a full house today. So let me do a blessing on that, because what we know is love is our divine substance, and we have plenty of it. We're overflowing with it, and so we know that this blessing and this money is doing its good work. And as we go out, we say, divine substance makes us millionaires today, so we're having a blessing today, and thank you all. So at this time, we like to have people that are new, or maybe they haven't been away for a while. If you want to stand up and give your name and where you're from, we'd love to tell you that we have some gently used books in our bookstore that is a gift to you. If you are brave enough Oh, it's Old Home Week, and we have a full house of regulars, but if you didn't feel like standing up, you still get a gently used book as a gift to us, and we are going to be calling in the kids. Let's, all of it, here they come. Come on down. All right, you guys been loving out loud. What did you do today?
You want to talk first? Talk, love thy neighbor, and go from there. Well, our theme was love thy neighbor, and they really understand what that means by the words in the discussion that we had.
You could be a good neighbor by helping your neighbor with anything, really. And communication with them.
Nice.
What else? We talked a lot of words. What was your word? Eva talked about citizenship, and we all talked about caring about each other and working together, so.
Sounds like a great thing. So neighbors, let's stand up and say our blessing. Something wonderful.